You think millionaires are rich? Wait until you see how billionaires actually live. The differences will blow your mind. We see millionaires on TV, driving fancy cars, living in big houses, and we think, wow, they've made it. They have access to a world most of us can only dream about. Luxury vacations, designer clothes, the freedom to buy almost anything they want. It's the pinnacle of success, right? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain and show you a level of wealth that makes a millionaire's lifestyle look like pocket change. This isn't just about having more money, it's about living in a completely different reality. We're talking about the 1% of the 1%, the billionaires. The gap between $1 million and $1 billion is absolutely staggering. We are going to break down 10 key aspects of life, from the cars they drive to the parties they throw, to show you just how insane the divide is. What a millionaire considers a once-in-a-lifetime luxury, a billionaire considers a Tuesday afternoon. Get ready. What you're about to see will redefine what you think of as rich. All right, let's kick things off with something everyone loves: cars. When you become a millionaire, you head to a luxury car dealership. Ferrari 488, Lamborghini Huracan, McLaren 720 TS. A millionaire might have 2 or 3 supercars, a few $100,000 each. But for a billionaire, that's the starting line. They aren't just buying supercars, they're commissioning hypercars. One-of-one masterpieces worth 8 figures. Then come the vintage grails, collections in climate-controlled warehouses, appreciating assets rarer than diamonds. While a millionaire enjoys a new Lambo on public roads, a billionaire chooses which multi-million-dollar vintage racer to lap on their private track. The difference isn't just the price tag, it's a different level of passion and power. A millionaire's home is luxury. 5 to 10 bedrooms, massive pool with a waterfall, state-of-the-art theater, gourmet kitchen, a couple acres, worth 5 ton 20 mils. For a billionaire, a single mansion is just a footnote. Entire compounds, private islands, historical estates, penthouses and chalets on every continent. Larry Ellison owns 98% of Lanai. We're talking hundreds or thousands of private acres, private beaches, forests, guest houses, even private golf courses. Main residences can exceed 100,000 square feet. Think Xanadu-style tech, underwater music pools, wild amenities. A millionaire might beam over a 20-man mansion. A billionaire might casually add a 200-meter property and own a global portfolio worth over $1 billion. For a millionaire, first class on the best airlines, skip the lines, lounge champagne, lie flat suites, multi-course meals. A $10,000 ticket makes a 14-hour flight a breeze. But for a billionaire, first class is like taking the bus. They fly on their own G650 or Global 7500, flying penthouses customized to a T, non-stop New York to Tokyo. The difference is freedom. Jets on standby 24/7 with pilots, attendants, engineers, landing at private airports, bending the world to their schedule. Paris for dinner? Why not? A millionaire might charter an 80 to 120-foot yacht for a special week in the Mediterranean, live like royalty for a few days. Billionaires commission super yachts and giga yachts, so large they look like cruise ships with support vessels, helipads, and eye-watering price tags. Multiple pools, submarines, beach clubs, cinemas, even missile defense. Crews of 50, 100 with chefs, security, and scientists on board. Not just for the med. These floating sovereigns roam the globe. While a millionaire enjoys a taste, a billionaire commands a private navy. The scale is incomprehensible. A fine watch is status and craft. For a newly successful millionaire, a Rolex, Submariner, Day-Date, Daytona, $10,000 to $50,000, worn with pride. In billionaire collecting, a Rolex can be a beta. They pursue haute horology, rare, complex, historically significant pieces with 6-figure starting prices. Grand complications, handmade over years. Think Grandmaster Chime at $30,000 plus, or Richard Mille Limiteds at $2,000 plus. The apex, piece unique commissions from legends. Prices confidential, known to be in the many millions. A billionaire's vault can outvalue an entire luxury watch store. With wealth comes protection, sophisticated systems, full coverage cameras, electronic gates, panic rooms, private response, serious and effective. But for billionaires, security is a 24/7, 365 operation. Private intelligence agencies staffed by former elite operatives and cyber teams, fortified compounds, ballistic glass, blast walls, off-grid power, biofilter air, thermal and seismic sensors. Advanced teams scout, sweep for bugs, lock down routes. Cyber pros protect personal data, comms and financials from the world's best hackers. A millionaire sleeps with an alarm on. A billionaire sleeps behind an invisible fortress that never sleeps. A millionaire can walk Rodeo or Bond Street, buy Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton, personal shoppers, peak consumer fashion. For a billionaire, off the rack isn't personal. Creative directors and master tailors come to them. Unique patterns, ultra-rare vicuña, couture gowns fitted in private. Shoes, handbags, jewelry, Cartier, Graf designing around singular stones, Hermès crafting a one-of-one Birkin. True luxury is owning the only one. It's the ultimate expression of individuality and power. That's really the point. For food lovers, the pinnacle is a 3 Michelin star tasting, booked months or a year in advance, an unforgettable $1,000 experience. But for a billionaire, the chef comes to them, often a team. A global head chef, a sushi master, a French pastry chef, an Italian pasta pro, poached from the very same temples of cuisine. Craving the most authentic ramen in New York tonight? Fly in the Tokyo master, hosting a dinner? Fly in 3 celebrity chefs from 3 continents to craft a bespoke menu. Unlimited budgets for the absolute best ingredients, truffles, bluefin, caviar, served in total privacy, tailored to the moment. A millionaire rents top venues, hires the best caterers, books a great DJ, talk of the circle for weeks. A billionaire creates an entire world. Buy out an island, rent a castle for a week, build stages and fly in A-list performers for private concerts. Guests arrive by jet, stay in villas, enjoy multi-day themes, theatrics, custom rides, fireworks rivaling New Year's, budgets in the tens of millions. A millionaire's party is unforgettable. A billionaire's party is legendary, a money-no-object private Olympics-level spectacle. Millionaires build diversified portfolios, public stocks, mutual funds, bonds, rental properties, smart, steady returns and preservation. Billionaires have so much capital they become the market, buying entire companies through private equity, restructuring, selling for massive gains. They finance skyscrapers and hotel chains. Their investments can shift entire industries. They buy sports franchises. Steve Ballmer paid $2 for the Clippers. Media companies like the Washington Post, Priceless Art, even space ventures aiming for other planets. While a millionaire wisely buys the S&P 500, a billionaire decides whether to acquire a football team, fund a Mars mission, or snag a newly discovered masterpiece. So there you have it. The difference isn't just a few extra zeros in a bank account. It's a completely different universe. The gap is insane. A millionaire's life is incredible luxury and freedom. Buy the fancy car, the beautiful house, travel the world in style. It's a fantastic achievement. But a billionaire's life is something else. Logistics don't apply, access doesn't apply, possibility doesn't apply. Imagination is the only limitation, commissioning one-of-a-kind hypercars, owning private islands, a personal army of chefs, a discreet security detail, buying entire companies and sports teams, rich, ultra-rich. A millionaire buys luxury, a billionaire commands it. They don't just participate in the world, they shape it to their will. The level of power and influence is almost impossible to comprehend. It's a life lived without compromise. What do you guys think? If you had the choice, which life would you pick? Millionaire's life? Billionaire's power? Let us know in the comments. Comment rich or ultra rich below. And if you want to see more insane comparisons that'll completely change how you see wealth, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what we have coming next.